The forgotten heroes of gaming. When we think about gaming consoles, it's usually the big names, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, that come to mind. But behind every console is a world of accessories that made gaming faster, smoother, and sometimes just plain weird. Some changed the way we played forever, others quietly disappeared, and a few were so ahead of their time that people are only now realizing how useful they really were. Today we're digging into those hidden gems, console accessories you never knew you needed. The Sega Dreamcast VMU. The original smart memory card before cloud saves or second screen gaming, there was the Visual Memory Unit or VMU for the Sega Dreamcast. It wasn't just a memory card, it had its own tiny screen sound and buttons. You could plug it into your controller to view real-time stats during games like NFL 2K or Resident Evil. Code Veronica. Even cooler, you could pull it out and use it as a mini handheld console, complete with simple games and save management. It was basically a tiny Game Boy built into your memory card. A genius idea that never got the recognition it deserved. The GameCube Wavebird, wireless. Before it was cool. Long before Bluetooth controllers became the norm, Nintendo dropped the Wavebird wireless controller for the GameCube in 2002. It used a 2.4 GHz radio signal instead of infrared, giving you lag-free wireless play up to 20 feet away. Years ahead of its time. There were no cords, no input delay, and battery life that could last weeks. For couch gamers in the early 2000s, this was revolutionary. It laid the groundwork for the wireless controllers we take for granted today, from the DualSense to the Xbox Elite. The PlayStation EyeToy, the early days of motion gaming. Before the Kinect or the PS5 camera, there was the EyeToy for the PlayStation 2. It was a small USB camera that let players use their body to interact with on-screen objects. Games like EyeToy turned your living room into a playground, swatting virtual flies, washing windows, and dancing like a maniac. It wasn't perfect, but it was one of the first attempts at motion-controlled gaming, years before Nintendo's Wii made it mainstream. In many ways, EyeToy paved the way for AR and VR technology that we use today. The Xbox 360 chatpad, typing at lightning speed. In the age before full-size gaming keyboards and Discord integration, Microsoft gave us the chatpad, a mini QWERTY keyboard that snapped onto the bottom of your Xbox 360 controller. It turned typing long messages, entering codes, or sending in-game chats into a breeze. No more struggling to move a cursor across an on-screen keyboard with a joystick. It was simple, practical, and surprisingly ergonomic. Many Xbox fans still miss this accessory. It made console communication genuinely fast. The Nintendo DS Rumble Pak, tiny but mighty. The Rumble Pak for the Nintendo DS was a small cartridge that fit right into the Game Boy Advance slot. It added vibration feedback to handheld gaming, a feature we now take for granted. Feeling your DS shake when a Pokemon used an attack or when a racing game hit a collision added a new level of immersion. It wasn't flashy, but it changed how handheld players experienced their favorite games. A quiet but powerful little innovation that deserves way more credit. The PlayStation Portable GPS receiver, gaming meets navigation. Sony once had plans to make the PSP more than a gaming console. They wanted it to be your all-in-one digital companion. Enter the PSP-290 GPS receiver, a small module that plugged into the handheld's top port. With it, you could get real-time navigation, use digital maps, and even play location-based games. It was an early look at the potential of mobile gaming mixed with real-world interactivity, years before smartphones took over. Though it never launched worldwide, it showed just how ambitious Sony's vision really was. The Dreamcast fishing controller, weird but wonderful now for one of the strangest and most fun accessories ever made, the Dreamcast fishing controller. It looked like a fishing rod complete with a reel and motion sensors. It was designed for Sega bass fishing, but clever developers made it work in games like Soul Calibur and Virtua Tennis. You could literally swing and reel your way through battles. Ridiculous, yes, but incredibly fun. It's a perfect example of Sega's experimental spirit. Bold ideas that sometimes flopped commercially, but became cult classics among collectors. The Nintendo Wii Balance Board, turning fitness into fun. When Nintendo launched the Wii Balance Board in 2007, nobody expected it to become a household fitness tool. Paired with Wii Fit, It let you do yoga, aerobics, and even snowboarding, all while tracking your balance and weight. The idea of exercising through gaming was groundbreaking at the time. It inspired a wave of gaming and even influenced modern VR fitness titles. It wasn't just a gimmick. It genuinely helped millions of people stay active while having fun. The PlayStation Vita TV, the console you forgot. Sony's PlayStation Vita TV, released in 2013, was a tiny box that played Vita games on your television with a DualShock controller. It also streamed PS4 gameplay and let you access apps like Netflix, all in a device smaller than a deck of cards. It failed commercially due to poor marketing, but looking back, it was a precursor to cloud gaming. Sony had basically built a streaming console before most people even understood what that meant. Today, collectors love the Vita TV for its rarity and versatility. It was ahead of its time, plain and simple. The Xbox Adaptive Controller, gaming without limits. One of the most meaningful accessories ever created is the Xbox Adaptive Controller. Released in 2018, it was designed for players with physical disabilities, offering large programmable buttons and ports for custom inputs. It's not a hidden gem in the usual sense, it's a human one. It redefined what accessibility means in gaming and proved that design innovation isn't just about new features. It's about inclusion. Microsoft's work here changed lives and pushed the entire gaming industry to think differently. The hidden magic of accessories. From weird fishing rods to smart memory cards, these accessories remind us that gaming has never just been about screens and buttons. It's about creativity, companies daring to experiment, and players embracing the unexpected. Some of these gadgets faded into obscurity, while others quietly shaped the future of how we play. Next time you plug in your controller, remember, behind every polished console is a history of strange, brilliant, and often forgotten inventions that made gaming what it is today.